All right, next up, we've got, oh, where did the thing go? Hang on. Next up, I don't know. We've got, I think it's Emre. I'm probably saying that wrong. Emre. 3D props / weapons artist. Everyone else get wrecked. Thanks, man. All right. Let's check it. Let's check it. So straight up, right off the bat, love the banner. Super cheeky. I like it very much. Let's see here. So this is awesome. You've got you've got cube brush stuff, how to make. We've got some stylized stuff. We've got some PBR materials. You have a pretty solid logo. Really like that. Like that's good. And the God of Ducks. Duck a boy. Yeah, this is in general. This is already looking pretty solid. Let's start at the end here. So this is pretty cool. This map, I wonder. That must be a packed map. More content is coming soon. Yeah, roughness, AO, metalness, and what? I haven't seen that combination. I guess because at work we use another combo. It's a little bit like Kyle's logo for sure. It's very Overwatch transmission maybe. Even though that there's no transmission in this. So this is pretty interesting. Showing 3 materials in one. When you see it like this, I guess maybe the thumbnail needs to be showing the 3 spheres. If you're going to do this. Metal. I mean, these look all right. Nothing too crazy about them. Pretty standard materials. This is pretty interesting. Looks like stylized work. Modeling looks pretty good. There's I like the softness of it. I think that the edge highlights are a little on the strong side, like they're a little too procedural. Like when it comes to stuff like this, I would go for like I would do the procedural approach. Wait, what the hell? Hang on here. Okay, I see. Barbarics also, thanks for the prime. So what I would do is the approach that you've done where you're doing this effect, but you blur it or you push it pretty far out so it's really soft. I have not done yours yet, Maddie. How you doing, dude? Yeah, so this edge highlight, just make it really wide so there's a nice soft gradient going for it. And then make a paint layer on top and mask out areas so that you can control those gradients where you want them. These feel a little forced in this area. And then these edge highlights, like we were saying just a little bit ago, are just really strong. This area is pretty cool. I think it looks like you just went for albedo, so I can't really comment on how to... There it is. I'm like, how to control lights. It's different every time for me. So, yeah, this looks like it's just albedo. So, there is that. It's pretty good. I feel like it's pretty, so I'll say that it's pretty standard. Like it's not like boom, like holy shit, how did he make this? Pardon me. But yeah, Cool nonetheless. Man, that's a 2048 texture. Some color burn based on AO on the wooden handle would be cool. Yeah, just some subtle variations would be nice. This looks pretty cool. The reason I really like assets like this is because you end up getting, like I was saying earlier, the variation in roughness. Like different materials have different roughness values, and seeing those next to each other is always really interesting to me. Dude, I love how it's more content is coming soon. Nice chair. I like your chair. So this is really interesting. These like creases in the back feel slightly forced, but at the same time, if they weren't there, it would feel really blank. I think how subtle it is on this side could maybe be as subtle on the back of the chair. And then I think maybe some usage where you can tell that this is dipped down a little bit from being overly satin that'd be pretty cool. Yes. Onward. So this looks like a tutorial. I don't have too much to say on this. Looks a little, it's samey, if that makes sense. Like, there's nothing really happening, but then at the same time, there's stuff happening uniformly, I guess. I'm not really seeing anything that sticks out like, oh man, why is he doing that? Maybe these little pockmark things here, these little chips, this little pitting action going on here. The AO in it or the albedo being darker in there might be just a little too strong. Pulling back on that will really bring focus back to just seeing the tiles. And then the grout in between it is pretty heavily chipped. Yeah, everything's just pretty uniformly affected. The chipping is pretty uniform across the way, all the way down. Onward. What is this action? Oh yeah. Nice, using Pinterest. What? You pack RAM or RMA? I have no idea. I have no idea what that means. Oh, this is nice. Dude, nice description of thingamabobs. The technicals, all the technicals. Oh yeah, this is good. Very nice pack. 3ds Max Unwrap Special. There's a video for it too, guys. Get it while it's hot. Well, it's probably not. It's 3 months old hot. So it's probably lukewarm at least now. But it's probably good still. I think I remember seeing the thumbnail for that. This is great. It's like a full-on process. Camera settings. Oh man, yeah. I highly suggest already just skimming through this to read through that. Let's go to the next. Oh, another very good 80 level one this time. So that is a really cool pistol. Really cool. Oh, it's the Hawkmoon. What am I even? I haven't played very much Destiny, so I'm not sure. I'm not sure on much of the lore. Google's lagging for you. Whoa, weird. It's like the whole world's using it or something. It's crazy how much Google puts up with bandwidth-wise. So, I mean, straight up, this looks nice. I'm happy you're using Color ID to sort through this madness pretty quickly, especially in these little micro detail areas. So you can see like these all being different color IDs already tells me that there's a lot of thought going into like material variation, which leads to roughness variation. Good stuff. Good stuff. This is a nice article. That last one though, man, that's one hell of a breakdown. It goes all out. It goes all the way from reference gathering and blockouts all the way to like how you present and viewport lighting, and it's the full shebang. Event, what's up, man? How you doing? So this is ultra cute. I kind of wish there was a little bit of pillowy action going on where these creases are. Like if this pillowed out just a little. Let's do it. I don't know if I can even do this, but let's try anyways. Warp. I don't think I can. There's distort maybe? No. Warp. Puppet warp? How do I get to that warp? Distort. Oh, I don't think I can. Why? That would do it. I think that would do it. Well, I'm switching CMYK. Don't do that. All right, we're just going in. I'll just do it softly so I can show you what I mean. So like if this pellowed out more, like so, and this pellowed out more, that already, oh man, that's, yeah, this would be, that'd be dope. See how much more like, if you're just using the background, right click the background layer and panel, and then the layer in the background, turn the background into a layer. No. See, I've got this separate thing here. Do I have to convert it to a smart object first and then warp? No. No. Man, I want to know that now. That's bugging me. Yeah, it's basically just breaking up that silhouette. Like, breaking up the silhouette is good, but having a reason to breaking up the silhouette is really good. Luke, what's up, buddy? How you doing? No. Well, I'm gonna look into that. I read what you're saying, Maddie, but I'm just gonna keep going. I don't want to burn time. Overall, this is pretty sick, though. I like it. It has the feeling, the plushness. I want to squeeze it. Render gallery. Oh, man. That's cool. It's weird to me that the drip is like, I feel like it should be going down and then down this way. Like it should curve around this and drop. I think it's just an angle though. Oh, that's freaking cool. Not shy about that poly count. Don't matter. Interesting. So those ranges are pretty samey. The reflectivity though is kind of where you're getting your variation, I guess. I like this type of stuff, but I think for the theme, you kind of want to avoid doing that type of stuff. me do that. And we're going to move this over here. I'm going to paste that. Action. What a banana barrel. All right, so let's see what else we got going on here. Oh, that's a gun. Okay, straight to the gun. This is pretty sick. Material variations pretty interesting. Colors, shape. I'm not, man. Is that Daxter? Is that a Daxter etch in there? That's awesome. I'm not a gun guy. I'm sorry. I don't know what's correct and what's not, but I know it looks sick, and this looks sick. I really like it. Scope looks cool. Grupp, I don't know what that means, but sounds awesome. Oh, let me go down. Okay, that's the end of that. Pretty sick gun. This is the cult from the article we saw earlier. Hey, I know this guy. Discord represent. This is pretty it's pretty sick. I think the wood material needs some love. Man, there's some interesting stuff going on in there though. See, this is where I wish I could grab the roughness slider and then just move it back and forth to just see what it looks like. Because then you'd be like, oh yeah, see, like making the roughness a little wider would probably do it. See, I want to say the normal is intense, like you're saying, Chaos, but it might just be because the roughness is making those details really pop. Whereas if the roughness was much wider or more diffused in the reflection here, or this highlight, if it was more diffused, you probably would feel less inclined to say that the normal is too strong. So it might be that. It might be the roughness. The saturation of the handle could be a little like too saturated based on like what else I'm seeing here. Really subtly drop the saturation. Seems to work for me though. Overall, the gun is sick. I like it. From this view, so remembering that people will use it like from here, this looks awesome. From this view, pay that extra geo, add those cuts, pull these shapes out a bit, get these silhouettes breaking the smoothness of the barrel. So that way you can get the full shebang, you know what I mean? That'd really push it, I think. I would love to look at it this way too, and then see the tip of the bullet in the chamber, and then maybe some bullets in here. Maybe like one here or one here, and then this one's empty or something. Would be pretty cool, man. Either way, pretty sick. Pretty sick. Is that... oh no, we've got the God of Ducks. Rubber Ducky Challenge, God of Ducks. That's freaking cool, man. Oh my god. Oh, I don't have my phone. I want to try that, dude. Look at that. You can have it on your table, guys. You can have it on your table right now. Just take a picture of that, and it'll pop up on your table. That's freaking awesome. Oh, please load. Yes. Oh, that's great. You know how cool that is, man? Yeah, that's dope. Well done. To be able to do stuff like this is really interesting. Lens link. So there's a link here, the snap code. If you don't have take a picture of that. Really cool. I'm actually going to look at that later with Karma. And then, oh yeah, and then we got just the renders of this gun, of this pistol. Dang, look at that. Key shot, you so hot. Love the little notched cut-ins here. Is the concept in this? Doesn't look like it. Try count, 30,000. Whatevs, right? Does it look cool? Of course it looks cool. Worth it. Worth it. Uh-oh. I'm dropping frames like crazy. I think my internet just went out. I'm still recording right now. I'm going to see if it comes back. Is it back? No, it is not. Yeah. Are we back? Can you see me? All right. For the VOD, that's hilarious. I don't know what that was. That was pretty gnarly, though. Everything just dipped. Like, really hard. Like, nothing was loading. You alive. No more rip. Oh, man. I don't know. Discord's still choking. We'll see what happens. Anyways, if this stream cuts out again, I'll just keep going, and then I'll just upload the video. So no hiccups there. As long as it's recording, we're good. So I was going to say I really like these little cut-ins, and the way that Keyshot renders your materials, man, ace. Feels good. Feels real good. I scrolled down, and then I clicked this, and then the internet freaked out. And it looks okay. Wow. So, man, Toolbag's viewer is really like, it really needs that AO. Like what? Like the stuff, like the way these materials are reading. This looks great. This is like, I think you need to, let me see here. I know you can't do screen space or real-time AO in Marmoset's viewer. So in that case, I would definitely bake your ambient, like if you want to show it like this, bake everything out that you can to help support the material and the definition into the model. Like just straight into the textures. Oh my God. You guys seeing this? Look at that silhouette. Man. Yeah, the roughness seems to be, I mean, it's reflectivity and gloss. So like what this is, maybe if you lowered if you made that darker, that would help. And the gloss, everything is pretty same on the gloss values. Kind of makes me wish you could get all of these right and then view the gloss or roughness values of these materials, because that'll tell you a shiz ton. I tried so hard not to cuss right there. A shiz ton. It'll show you where you're getting your variation from and why the roughness is different between each material and what that's actually doing for your model. Because this is very, I mean, it's gloss, right? So it's a little different, but yeah, getting some variation love in there would be good. So you can see it here versus this. Like this material looks real good. And I think this information is really lacking what you're getting in this. Like these are probably closer in roughness variation. But yeah. Either way, this pistol's sick, man. Needs roughness stains. Or gloss stains, rather. Yeah, it just needs some TLC in the gloss. And then it's probably good to go. Anywho, this portfolio is pretty solid. I mean, in the where is it at? In your application for the portfolio review, you say that you're where is it? Come on. 3D props or weapons or weapons artist. I mean, your weapons are pretty solid. It's looking at like roughness, TLC, tender loving care. Gotta get that TLC. No, I'm talking about the group. So good. DEFCON, what's up? How you doing? Yeah, I think your roughness variation and your material definition in your low poly bakes is where you need to focus your efforts. Your modeling and technical skills are pretty freaking good. And your ability to break down stuff in those articles and the how-tos is really good as well. And this type of exposure, so you're in Berlin, Germany. If you're wanting to leave and go into like work in the States or like work abroad in other countries, getting articles and recognition online, that bridges the gap for you. So continue doing these as you post stuff. See where you can get articles. Write really good, thoughtful articles. Bob, what's going on? What are you relaying about? Articles? The article comment? Exposure. What? Really? Yeah, dude. I know you're playing with me. That's freaking dumb. You don't need exposure. You only need exposure if you're trying to overexpose images. Just gonna make them bright, man. Increase your exposure. Anyway, solid portfolio. I have nothing. I have nothing to really to say. Roughness, material definition, and listen to Bob about exposure. He's like, stop it, stop. It's too much. All right, I'll be right back. We're gonna look at your guys' posts on Discord, and yeah, it's 8:24. We still got another hour and 6 minutes. I can tell time a little bit. Feels good. Okay, be right back. Super good portfolio. Yes, dopeness all around. Full 360 no scope dopeness.